Hey everybody. So this week on the homestead, we have officially brought Millie into the family. She's one of us now. She's one of ours forever and ever. And I'm very excited, but it has been just a shit show. Literally, so much poop. She's finally pooping solid. But the footage for vlog content this week has been sporadic at best. So buckle in for a little bit of gardening footage, a lot of puppy cam and chicken time. Maybe chicken time, I don't even know, because the chickens are scared of Millie. And she's very interested in them existing in general. So that's our stack of cardboard that's been there for like a year. Sam really is starting to... He still doesn't care for Millie. Like, he's like, get away from me. But he's doing a lot better. Woo, hey B. And Z seems to absolutely love having a playmate. But little Millie is so adventurous and such a little turd. And it's wonderful. So I'm gonna just follow the dogs around a little bit. I'm coming out to do my chores this morning. So we got some soaker hoses and hooked them up. I need to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 beds. So I need to get 8 15-foot long soaker hoses, because I was gonna do them kind of like coming around like that. And then I just take my main hose, like how I have hooked up to here, and I put it on for like 30 to 60 minutes, and just soak the bed. Now, these longer beds around the edges, I only have one length down them. I could probably do 2 lengths. That way I could have one towards the front and one towards the back, just to get a more even distribution of liquid. But that's kind of expensive, so oh, Wickle Millie, what you doing, little Billy butt? Oh, she said, I'm gonna wreak havoc and destruction. And oh yeah, she totally loves pond water. It's her favorite flavor of liquid. But yeah, the soaker hoses are a little expensive, and to get 8 15-foot ones is going to be an undertaking, so we're doing it a little at a time. But yeah, and then we've got 50-foot soaker hoses in the, I don't know what that noise is, street cleaner, I guess. We've got a 50-foot soaker hose over in that long west bed. There's my Sam dog. Where's my Zia? There, my Zia. Oh, he's such a good boy. Oh, Zia. And Millie's like, what's that? Oh, she found like the cap of a firework or something. But yeah, so soaker hoses just out here, and I'm gonna be changing the hose hookup again, and then let's just get into the rest of what this week held. What you doing, baby? Mm-hmm. What you doing, my beautiful love? You're a good girl. You are. Yeah, you are. Oh, getting the good scratches. So I've been trying to drink enough water, and I was drinking out of that, trying to drink like 6 of them a day, and I was lucky to get in 2. So now I'm doing this 64-ounce mega jug, and we'll see how that goes. Right, just a tray of ice, and let's put the cap on it, and then my super long 2 straws stuck together. So now I can sip on it without having to pick it up, because I'm a giant child, and that's fine. Hey guys, so we are coming out to the garden this morning. Oh, it is such a beautiful day. And I've got my gloves and my clippers, my big old thing of Wawa. And first things first, I'm going to be letting the critters out. But then I am coming in. Good morning, birds. Okay, let me set this stuff down. Alright, pro quality videos, y'all. Let's flip this around. This bed right here is what I'm clearing out today. So, let's try it one more time. There we go. Not bad for a morning's work. I'm getting it all into the cart here. Whew, if only that were that easy, y'all. If only. So the last step is to get these poop bins lifted and sorted. Now I want this to break down nicely, so I'm actually going to put all of the plants that I just took off of it back on it. So I have been using these gallon jugs with just a little hole punched with like the end of a nail poked in it. And I am gonna say, I've got some in the front pots, and it works much better with not a cap that clips on like this, but just something that a screw cap works way better. Because as you'll see over here on this one, the jug like collapsed in on itself. And I mean, it is what it is, but the flowers are doing pretty good. I spray a little bit too, just to get some moisture on the leaves and stuff. I know my tomatoes probably resent that, but I'm hoping it'll help with like the capillary action of the rest of the soil. So I just fill up the gallon jug, and then it waters nice and slow for me. And so we're saving all of our milk jugs, both gallon and half gallon, to put into all these pots, because I think that's going to be a much better way of watering these, because otherwise, like these ones over here, so much of it floods out whenever I water them, and then they're dry by the end of the day, whereas it is about 10 a.m. right now, and so I will come back out at 5 p.m. or so, or probably this evening when I put my chickens to bed. Just whenever I make it out here, I'll let you guys know what time it is, and we'll compare the soil moisture in a very not scientific way of the jug pots with the ones without. So see you then. So I'm having what I feel is a relatively well-deserved, well-earned break in the hammock, and I wanted to share the view with you guys. So I'm just rocking and rolling in the hammock underneath the redbud tree. I've got a hose in the strawberry bed, just saturating the ground. It hasn't rained in what feels like maybe 2 weeks, week and a half, long enough that all of our soil is tired. We really needed mulch, but already saving up for next year's mulch, so we'll see. It's days like this that I do love the hard work and the sweating and the being tired and the itchy, because I'm fixing to go in to have a shower anyways, but I long so much to meet the trees whose branches I will grow old under. Like that's my big motivation right now, is I want to go home. And I'm trying really hard to let this house, feel like our home, but our hearts are in Tennessee, or they'll go back to Tennessee when Maddie goes home. And just consistent, diligent work and effort will get us there. Hey y'all, welcome to my kitchen. We got some groceries delivered, and they are not our groceries at all. So it's been resolved so far. Well, it's being resolved, because like we called the place, as I'm sure the other folks did as well, and they're like, keep the groceries that got delivered, we're repicking your order and we'll be delivering it again. I'm like, I'll be very happy whenever our actual groceries show up, because we spent like an arm and a leg restocking a bunch of stuff, and I'd really, like my groceries. I don't think that's unreasonable, but in the meantime, I'm gonna have a bunch of fun seeing my new groceries that I just got. So okay, so here you can see the whole counter. Sorry, our cabinet doors don't stay shut very well. The whole counter, stove, and everything is all just filled up with groceries. Now, I had popped what looked like some refrigerator stuff into the fridge right off the bat. Fortunately, the stranger whose groceries I received drinks the same kind of milk as us. We both drink whole milk, and so now I've got a whole another gallon. Let me get that stowed into the door of the fridge. Which that's another thing too, is I'm kind of concerned about whether or not I'm going to be able to fit all these groceries. Oh boy, that's a whole bulk pack of smoked sausages. Fortunately, we like those. Ooh, some smoked ham. Natural hickory smoked ham. I've never tried that flavor before. Ooh, and some hot dogs. Randy will be happy about that. Let's see. Oh, my microphone. Okay. Was touching me. Okay, I see. Is there sugar in this? Beef, water, kern syrup. Sugar's 1 gram. That should be fine. There we go. And we save all of our bags, because that's what I use for trash bag liners for all of the rooms in the house that have little trash cans, as well as for whenever we clean out the cat's litter box. So I have no idea how much these groceries cost. Ooh, stew meat. You guys, we can make a cabbage stew now. Sorry, the lighting's not better. The ceiling light here in our kitchen doesn't work anymore. Like if we turn it on, it just like flickers a whole bunch, and this like crackling, popping noise comes out of the wall. Ooh, what this?
Chicken wings. Somebody was going to be eating good. Another thing of chicken wings. Ooh, that was kind of soggy. So if I get soggy bags, I go ahead and toss them because it's got chicken goo all over it. Okay, ooh, a bunch of green peppers. I'm going to set that off to the side with some vegetables. Well, that's cool. We might make some, I don't know. Ooh, they definitely smell like green peppers. Because I don't think Randy much cares for cooked bell peppers. Unless it's like fajita or something. An onion. A red onion. Ooh, some little tomatoes. Okay. 4 little slicing tomatoes. And just a couple of bananas. I'm glad it's not more than that because I had ordered bananas as well. So I'm hoping when my groceries get here, I'm going to go ahead and take you guys through a tour of my groceries as well. Just to see what 3 people are eating. We've been eating luxuriously though, I am going to say. Ooh, coffee. Because we've been trying to not eat out. So we have been, anything our little hearts desire, we are just getting it through the grocery store because it's still cheaper than, going and eating out. I remember used to, gosh, what was it? Maybe, I'm going to move the microphone real quick. I'm going to pause it. Okay, hopefully that'll be better because I don't want my my chin rubbing the mic. This is a lot of meat, y'all. Somebody was getting ready for their 4th of July. Okay, 80-20, that's okay. We usually get a leaner meat than that, but hey, free meat. Well, free to me. There's no such thing as free, but I'll take it anyhow. Stacking that over there. Now, this is the main thing that I don't know what I'm going to do with is diet tonic water. What even is that? I don't know, man. I'm going to Google it and see what's up. And then we also have a big thing of Frosted Flakes, some Tutti Fruities, some Suave for kids. I think we may be making a run to the local food bank to donate some of this stuff. Ooh, tomato sauce. And that's 2 things of tomato sauce. And these scissors are mine. They're already here. Ooh, Red Diamond. Fresh brewed unsweet tea. That'll be good. I was afraid it was sweetened. We've been brewing our own, but I'll take it. And what's in here? What's this? Ooh, meatballs. Home style meatballs. That's probably what the tomato sauce was for. Oh, and all these cuties, you guys. Okay, let's see the ingredients on these meatballs. That's not too bad. 6 meatballs, 7 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fiber, 3 grams of sugar, 2 of which are added. We might have these on a cheat day or something. And then this is stuff that I'm definitely taking over. Oops. Hey, baby. Q-text and let them know that we've got hamburger buns for tonight, and just in case she was going to buy some.
Oh, do we?
Yep. Okay. Just found them. So we've got hamburger buns. Now, we've been keto, more or less. I say keto, but not really. We're still eating about 100 grams of carbs a day. But none of it's processed, none of it's bread, none of it's like grain or flour or rice or anything like that. And I haven't been putting any processed sugar in anything either. So there's that. Ooh, and then just a whole bag of Idaho mashed potatoes. So fortunately those have a really long shelf life, and when Maddie goes home we'll probably have those on our cheat day, because all things in moderation. So I can't call it keto at all, but yeah, just low sugar, low carb ish. Like, it's sitting around about 30% of my daily calories. 20 to 30% are from carbs. So I guess maybe that's low. I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm feeling good. This is my super fancy cabinet setup for how we store our groceries, because I don't actually have any cabinets, or like I've got a little bit of a pantry, but it's hard to keep a year's worth of food all in one spot. So here's this. I'm just going to set that right there. I need to empty out I can put this back in the dehydrator, I bet. Well, there goes a thing of cookies. That's fine. It's fine. I'm going to put this back in the thing. There's a song my dad used to sing to me when I was young that was like, you got to put down the ducky if you want to play the saxophone. And I never once got used to the concept of having to put down one thing before picking up another. And, well, here we are. Okay, so I put the newest stuff in the back of the bins. So scooching all of our potatoes that we had purchased forward. And then I'm just going to come in. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bags of potatoes. Cool. Well, that's restocked, and there's not a flavor of those in existence that we don't like, so excellent. So now getting into the fridge, I'm gonna move these up. Our fridge does this thing where it like leaks water that freezes to ice in the bottom, which is annoying, but here we are. So I'm just gonna stack all of this meat. I'm gonna put the lunch meat up in the cheese and lunch meat drawer. I really want to get more drawers, but we'll see. And then this leaky bastard is gonna go right there. We've got some chicken wings, and then we've got our stew. Ow, fridge hit me in the butt. And then 4 pounds of 80/20 ground beef. That's really cool. I'm very excited about that. And now it is, I'm gonna slide the eggs in right there. And
Ooh, groceries are here. Them some nice melons. Ember. Okay, so now that we actually have our groceries delivered, time to put the proper groceries away.
alrighty, y'all, we are putting away our main groceries, and I do not have the counter space for it. So coming through, and this it cost us like around $300. Ooh. But we have 2 packs of trimmed radishes because I've harvested the last of mine out of the garden. Hey Wendy, could I get your help? If you could stick the meat in the fridge for me. We have at $2.86 per pound some boneless, skinless chicken thighs because they didn't have the kind that I usually get in a bag that's frozen. Some sausage, like Italian sausage, because we like making spaghetti, and I'm gonna have to go over that recipe with you guys. Ooh, these are so good. The thin meat, we're actually gonna make Penny Van's beef stroganoff, but instead of noodles, I'm just gonna like sear up like some of the thin meat and make essentially meat noodles, which I'm really excited about. You're a meat noodle. Ugh. Can you, I hand them to you. Thank you, baby. And then, ooh, some more bananas. And then these things are a cheese wrap. They're a little bit of an indulgence. I'm going to correct myself. They're a lot of an indulgence, but it's really nice to be able to just grab a slice of cheese, slap some lunch meat in it, and then, did I even turn my mic on? That's on. Hey, Randy, is the little hangy thing, is it blue? Okay, cool. Slap some lunch meat and condiments in it, and boom. Like, I like putting a pickle in the middle of mine. But I'll show you all that recipe as well. There you go. And then, ooh, some beans. And so again, we're not really keto because beans aren't keto, but I'm not gonna not eat beans ever again. That's ridiculous. Cream of chicken. I don't know if I ever got more chicken nudes. Randy, I'm sorry. We'll have to get that in the next time we order groceries. I still have some though. Randy had gotten sick and ate nothing but chicken noodle soup for like 5 days. A tub of sour cream. And then what's in here? Ooh, now these are those same, oh, it's linguine. Well, we're going to try a different shape, but these are those same noodles as what I had used before, but we had used the angel hair. These are linguine. So maybe we can make like a shrimp Alfredo with these as the noodles. And then we have some thin pork and some pork tenderloin chops. Thank you, baby. And then for, ooh, Maddie will be pleased. We were able to get the margarita pizzas and some frozen shrimp. Thank you, honey. And then we have vegetables. We have some snow peas and some sugar snap peas. Oh, thank goodness. We got more sugar-free coffee creamer, some heavy whipping cream, some blueberries, then a whole mess of cut Italian green beans, because those are Maddie's. They keep not having her favorite brand, but she does prefer the cut Italian to the like just cut green beans, and I respect that. Okay, 2 watermelons, 2 rutabagas, which actually are really freaking good. Ooh, some more. Ooh, these are the country style pork ribs, which they have us limited to 1 pack. Those are good. And then, ooh, some bacon. I get the center cut stuff. And then, what's this? Ooh, zucchini spiraled noodles. Thank you, baby. And then lens cleaning wipes. So this is all the stuff that somebody else got as well, because I got their groceries. Ooh, we've got some strawberries, more like raw berries, and I got you blueberries. And then 2 things of whole milk mozzarella. This is like, shredded cheese is our favorite condiment here lately. We've been putting it on everything, and I have no regrets. Thank you, honey. Yes. And then we got some baby spinach. And then we got some romaine. Yeah, I was going to see if Pam wanted some milk, or if maybe George and Hannah need some. Ooh, and then the ground beef that I had ordered, as well as burger patties, just because it's really nice to have for when I'm very, 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 very lazy. Instead of pattying up myself, I'm like, I want someone else to have done it for me, and I'll just slap it into the skillet and make some burgers. And then we've got the broccoli. Uh-oh. I spilled the broccoli. There you go, baby. And then tortillas or burrito skins. These are those carb balance. And I've got 3 packs of them because we tend to go through them. They're really great for quesadillas. We got a big thing of sawdust Parmesan. But it goes in the fridge.
Does it?
Uh-huh. Because that's where it goes once it's opened, so it needs to take up the space. Well, it's going to be opened. But that way, once I've opened it, there's already space in the fridge for it. Because other 2 people's worth of groceries in there. Yeah. And then I got, ooh, our own smoked sausage.
Oh, did they get sausage as well?
Yeah, a bulk pack. Which we might bring that. And then we got some garlic, some just peeled garlic. Yeah, 2 things of turnips. I've got to grow my own turnips and rutabagas because, oh, and mozzarella pearls. Oh.
Want to wait for you to look this time?
Yeah, sorry. You ready? Incoming. Can I throw the radishes at you too? Okay. Just right where you are. All right. You ready for the rutabagas? Yep. Everything goes in the fridge. I'm just going to hand them to you. I get to throw them? Rutabagas. There we go. Okay, incoming. Peas. And more peas. Ready for some salad?
Salad.
And here's a box of... Okay. Oh, we're gonna have to figure something out. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's our grocery haul.
So this is how the sheet melt has come out that Randy and I put on to cook last night. Can't wait to see how those cabs turn out.
I have layers. And then just kind of. So yeah, that's a sketch, and then
Paint me like one of your French dishes.
basically this is the fat mushroom. I'm doing the shading right now, and then I'll do skin texture, like at the feet and hands.
I smuggle in my purse tortillas, and I got this and my fajita chicken with cheese on it and avocado and a little bit of tomato with some sour cream. That's what Maddie's having. That looks good. Randy's not amused. Okay. Okay, guys. So it is evening, and it's going to be hard to communicate the moisture of the soil. But this one's still a little crumbly. And then this one over here that got watered is hard as a rock. Like, it's still a little moist underneath, but not by much. So we are working hard to, get more milk jugs with the screw caps so that we can put them into these pots and these grow bags to try to water the plants a little better, because these tomatoes are not happy at all, especially that one. That one's sad. These ones, I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep playing it by ear. It was an experiment anyhow, so we'll see how it goes. Hey everybody, so this evening I have cleaned my face with this stuff. I know it's upside down, but maybe we'll go like this. Yeah, that stuff. And I am mixing up a lotion into a pump bottle. Rather, it's going to be a body oil. And I am using tamanu oil, primrose. I have some retinol, vitamin C, and hyaluronic acid. I didn't pronounce that right. I'm aware of that. These three will be going into an evening blend because I have right here, I'm going to have a green bottle for my morning and the brown bottle for my evening. And these three here, because my skin's already very photosensitive anyways, like I get sunburnt super easy, and these can just really increase that. So these will be in the evening one, but then we have vitamin E oil. Oops. Woo. Argan oil. There's the vitamin E. Let's grab that. Oops. Other bottle. So yeah, vitamin E, tamanu, primrose, argan oil. I would have liked to have had some jojoba oil in it as like a carrier to kind of dilute all the rest of this down. But I'm all out, so better luck next time. Good morning, y'all. Breakfast today during the premiere is Maddie made some scrambled eggs with leftovers from Mexican last night, and I'm having some coffee with it. I bet that looks so good. I'm gonna tear into this. So I'm getting ready for the premiere, and I'm having one of one of my vlog premieres. We had the tutorial premiere earlier, and that was like an hour and 20 some odd minutes. But we're having the cheese wrap with 6 slices of ham and some spinach. Z is very interested
And I'm eating some. These are just grocery store cucumbers that I've suspended in old pickle juice. So I'm going to be eating those throughout the premiere. So I'm waiting for the premiere to start and just working on some little mushroom cap crystal pendants. And I think I've finally gotten the hang of how I like to paint them. So I'm just letting them dry a little bit, just hanging here on our little impromptu drying racks, and then I am glazing the caps. So like this one here, you can see has a single layer of glaze, so it just makes it shinier is all. I'm wearing a different shirt this week, you guys. It is Vlogception. I'm muting myself for a sec. I want to, well, also we have to get, okay, there's all the vlogs. Thank you to everybody who supports our channel. Y'all are amazing. There should be a list coming over here on the side. And, yeah, y'all are just incredible. Like, thank you so much just for being here and hanging out. We're gonna get back to whatever adventures that future me, past me for you. I don't know. One of me's is gonna probably vlogging about. Okay, so I just want to do a huge shout out to Kathy Carver and Rhonda Hauser. Thank you guys so much for your super chats during today's premiere. That has just, I mean, all of y'all being here makes my day, but you also just bought, like, y'all bought me groceries. So thank you guys so much. Mwah! We will see you, well, there's still more of the vlog ahead, but I'll see you in the next Vlogception. Okay guys, so please pardon the loud air conditioner. It's just hot in this kitchen today. I have 3 turnips and 1 large rutabaga worth of, I hope I can fit it into my pot, worth of veggies. Woo, push it to the limit. See how much we can fit in there. And then I am putting in some cloves of garlic that have been rinsed or peeled already. How the heck? I gotta find some scissors. I can never get this stuff open. Okay, I got it open. And I am just going to do about a handful. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9 or 10 cloves. And I'm actually going to be over here. And I am just going to slice the little butt end off and then pop it on in there. Okay, so I have my wok heating up over medium-high heat. And I'm going to start with putting in 3 center cut pieces of bacon. There's a little bit of onion in there, but that'll be fine. And I'm going to cluster the bacon quite a bit to kind of cool all the grease there in the middle. So now we can start breaking up the bacon. I just break it up by poking it. And I want to get the bacon nice and browned. It doesn't have to be cooked down, but I do want to brown it before we add the onions. So we're starting to get some nice color on the bacon now. Again, all the fat doesn't have to be fully rendered out. I just want enough in there that it's going to fry the onion as opposed to steaming the onion and the bacon together. And there's the timer for the ribs to check on and to check on the turnips and stuff as well. But first I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to slide the onion in. Now I'm saving this garlic to add until last so that I don't burn the crap out of it.
That's something that's taken me 20 years of cooking for myself to figure out. And today will be officially the first day that I'm like, hey, I'm gonna try this. So we're just gonna stir that beautiful onion. This is one of the onions that we got for free because we accidentally got somebody else's order delivered, like grocery order delivered to us. So free onions taste better, I'm sure, I hope. So over here on our turnips and rutabaga, I don't know why, but I've seen people skim off the scuzz when boiling like broth and vegetables and stuff, and I figured I'd go ahead and try it just to see what all the fuss is about. And I'm just putting it on. My compost bowl is all covered in ants, so it's outside still. So I'm just slapping this onto this flexible cutting board. That is my new compost bowl for today. And ooh, those ribs are not ready. I'm gonna give everything about 10 more minutes, and then I'm gonna sauce it up, maybe flip it, see what's going on. Okay, so when it's gotten to about this point, some nice browning on the edges, caramelization of the onions, and it smells really freaking good. Now we add the green beans that have been rinsed. These guys have been sitting in the freezer for too long. I should probably have gone through and picked off any tail bits first, but here we are. So loud noises as we get this all mixed together. So I defrosted these in the sink just by rinsing some cool water over them. And we are going to cover these, turn it down to a medium-low heat, and I'm thinking about cracking into one of my cans of broth, chicken broth, just to add a little bit more flavor into here. So I am actually just going to open up this can of chicken stock that we had made with the whole roaster chickens we had gotten last time. Ooh, it smells good. And then I'm just going to pour about a quarter cup in, and then I'm going to cap this off and keep it in the fridge and try to use it up within the next couple of days, which should not be too hard. A few minutes after putting in the broth, let's go ahead and put in all of our garlic, and I'm just going to toss it around a little bit, and then I want to cook this down until there is no more stock. This is a really great way of adding a really nice flavor, and I like this wok because I'm able to kind of spread everything out, and even though my heat is centered in the middle, I just feel like it's cooking really well. And I am going to keep this covered. So I just spread things up to where it will still sit underneath the lid. So our garlic, rutabagas, and turnip have been boiling for like ever, but they are finally up to where they cut up real easy. That garlic is nice and smush. The rutabaga is still a little firm, but I think that's just the nature of rutabaga. So I'm gonna risk it and see. Let's see how this one's doing. Still pretty firm, but again, I think that's just the nature of rutabaga. So I'm gonna get these drained through a strainer. And I'm gonna let this strain out for a hot minute. I'm just gonna let it drain. So I have let these drain for anywhere from 30 seconds to 5 minutes. I don't know, you guys, it took forever, but I mean, it's not as drippy as it was. The longer you let it drain though, probably the better. But I'm gonna show you my lazy trick for not letting it drain long enough. That's heavy cream powder. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to start with a heaped tablespoon of the heavy cream powder, and I am going to put this into my food processor. And let's puree this and see what happens. There we go. Now that's open. And I'm going to use this to just get in here, and you can feel the consistency when you stir it. It is still pretty watery. So I'm going to put in 2 more tablespoons, I think, of the, well, let's start with 1 of the, you know, I'm doing 3. I'm going ham. So let's try this again. So I'm getting, ooh, there goes that. I'm getting back in here. And it's still pretty light in texture. Let's give it a taste. It smells good. Now, I have not salted this at all. The flavor is there, still very watery. I'm gonna do about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Gonna do a bunch of black pepper. Ooh, bumping the tripod. I don't want to make it too peppery. We can always add more later. And now I'm going to add the cheese. So I am going to put in the last little bit of our home shredded cheddar. I'm going to round, it's about 1/8 of a cup. And now I am going to add a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. That's going to be quite a bit. Let's start with just a tablespoon of the Parmesan. And also something that I was reading about online that I'm not going to do since Maddie's here and she's not doing any potatoes. But you can add some dehydrated like potato flakes, loose leaf potatoes I like to call them, to fluff it up a bit. But again, I'm not doing that because Maddie's gone no tater and I'm not going to go against that. So close that up. Let's see what happens. Okay. So that's still a little watery, but it is what it is. I don't think we're going to get it to look and behave like potatoes considering it's not a potato. But if we can get it to taste good for what it is, let's try that now. Probably could have cooked the rutabagas a little longer. What I might do next time is boil just the rutabagas for about 15 minutes and then add in the turnips, or cut the rutabagas smaller. Y'all, that's not the worst thing in this world. Now I'm going to leave this here all sealed up so that that heavy cream powder can have an opportunity to rehydrate, and I'm going to let this sit for about 5 minutes and see how that helps it. Okie dokie, so this is how it's coming out. We've got 4 ounces of the green beans, 8 ounces of the turnips and rutabagas, 14 ounces of the rib in bone, and then 5 ounces of the country style ribs.
Those are good.
Oh yeah? Well, how's the... You gonna try it with some salt on it?
It's not bad.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
It's not bad.
I wasn't recording.
Cool.
Is that the only it's not bad that I get?
Now you can get another one.
Right on. How's it with salt on it?
Not bad. I mean,
Well, the consensus so far seems to be it's not bad. I needed to cook the rutabagas for longer. And I think what I want to do is make this and then put it in my dehydrator and dehydrate it down to like flakes, like instant mashed potatoes, and then rehydrate it with like milk or something. That way we can control the moisture level, because it's just a little too watery.
Okay.
Is my plan.
No.
That's my plan.
It's not too watery though.
Yeah, but I want it to be more potato-like, and I think that would do a lot to make it more potato-like. Then it justifies me needing to get those silicone sheets for making like fruit jerky and stuff, so I can pour basically liquid. It stuck to the fork better than I thought, on there and dehydrate it down. So I'm gonna keep eating. She just following him around. She's not gonna let him poop in peace, is she? Z, come on, Z. Oh, little Billy. Really, baby butt, what you doing? There's Sam. Oh, Sam doesn't know what to think. Oh, and Z's having a poop. He's having a poop, isn't he? So I'm just hanging out back here with the chickens, and little Millie baby butt is a chicken chaser. Aren't you, little Millie Billy baby butt? Yeah, so I started down at that end and had just plant the hose every couple of feet, and then I set a 2-minute timer, and then I weed, and then in 2 minutes I move the hose again. And so that's how I get weeding and watering done without an irrigation system. And she just keeps sitting there like this. She tried playing with Sam and Z. Sam is having none of it, and Z started to get a little aggressive. So I put her outside because they've never been around other dogs. You know, and that's my failing to them is, you know, as they're human, we were gone so much that they didn't, Sam and Z did not get properly socialized. Because she just comes chasing after me. Millie, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, okay. You a ham and cheese sandwich. Oh, there goes my soda. That's okay. Oh, you got it. Oh my gosh, you got it. Oh, who's such a good girl to get the ball. Yes, you are. Millie, Billy, baby, bud. You want me to throw it again? Millie. Oh, you're ferocious. Yes, you are. Oh, it's such a good girl. Well, you got this fetch thing down, don't you? We should be weeding the garden, but I just can't help myself, y'all. No, you don't want to chew up bug netting. Yeah, you want to chew up tennis balls. Oh, you don't want to bite my pants. You wanna? Yeah. Okay, let's go get it. Oh, there she goes. Oh, Millie, you forgot the ball, honey. You forgot the ball. She gets real nippy. So we're going to have to figure out how to... She's a tug-of-war kind of puppy anyhow. I need something other than my shirt to play with her with. Good morning, guys. It is the start of a new day. And this morning... Oh, getting little Sam kisses. Hey, buddy. But this morning for breakfast, I am having salad with yogurt ranch and some chopped nuts. 5 ounces of pork chop with 2 eggs fried in butter on top, and 10 ounces of watermelon. Oh, and sugar-free coffee. It is in between the live stream and my live stream after party, and I'm having my second meal of the day, which is more than just avocado. You can't see it, but there's some taco casserole in the bottom of that. Good morning, y'all. So we hooked up the soaker hoses, and I'm just stumbling around, cup of coffee in hand. Millie has on her flea collar that Randy picked out, and Sam and Z. Sam's terrified of her. Z's starting to tolerate her slightly. But here you can see I just plug in the hose and then ran it for about 30 minutes because I'd rather get a nice deep soak. So I've got it run the whole length of the bed, and you can see it's doing really, really well. I wanted to come down to this whole length. And honestly, y'all, it is cooler now. And see, right here, I couldn't get it really deep, that deep in, but it's still doing a fine job of soaking. Like, ooh, that actually... It's a nice relaxing sound. So we have some soaker hose going through this long bed along the east. What are you even doing? Along the east side of the driveway, or east side of the yard, driveway side. And then we also have coming through around the soaker hose. And so what I do is I just drag the hose to it and then hook it up. You can see right there. Oh, right there. Oh, Millie. Don't be a chicken chaser. And this is spanning all through our sunchokes and around. And I think I'm going to be planting some of my gomphrena right where that soaker hose is sitting, just to put something there on purpose. And then it also cuts through the basil and zinnias in Callie's corner. We could probably do with another one along this bed, but we bought all that they had at Walmart. This I'm just going to be hand watering, and each of the beds I think I'm just going to be hand watering. But then I do have, what's that? There's a but we did put one down in this long front west bed that I think these plants are going to be very happy to be getting some consistent watering, because these plants have all been thirsty every day since it stopped raining. Millie, no. You are so bad at this. Good girl. Oh, do you want this one? Good girl, Millie. Good girl. Look at this little puppy. Look at that old puppy. Sam's inside because he didn't want to come out and socialize. But we just woke her up from her nap. We are working on helping her with her food aggression. She kind of growls a little bit when she's eating. So we are hand feeding her so that she can associate, hands as giving food, not taking food away. Also, I just sit with her when she's eating and pet her a whole bunch, and so she only really gets she only growled like a little bit, but that's a little bit too much, especially if this does turn out that we're just fostering her. And if she ends up going to a home like with kids, she needs to be no food aggression as much as possible. So it's just been trying to be consistent with her, and yeah, which is easy because she's such a joy to be around. It's a lot easier now that she and Z are getting along. Man, she just straight exploded poo this morning in her kennel. Like, Randy had done the halfway shift, and then like in that like 3-hour window between Randy doing the last checkup shift of like taking her out and like cleaning up the kennel and us waking up, she just exploded poop everywhere in the kennel. So we gave her a bath in the sink, and so she's all nice and clean. And we're now, I set a timer, and we're just taking her out. She's really good about not peeing in the house, but you know, with diarrhea, it's, you know, she's not potty trained yet. I'm not stressing it. We're just trying to stay on top of it. So, new puppy joys. But Z-Dog got in some great cardio. Come here, Z. You don't gotta lay in the sun where it's all hot. Come lay in the shade with us, buddy. Come here, Z. He said, no, I'm good. Okay. Well, that's fair. And I've been running soaker hoses, and the plants are looking much happier already. So that is what we are up to today. Good morning, you guys. I am absolutely wrecked, and I'll show you why. This menace to society. Not Z, the usual suspect, but this one. Poor little Millie Billy Butt. She is an absolute ball of energy, and I love her, but I'm so tired. Good girl, go and pee. You're such a good girl, Millie. Her bladder is the size of a thimble, and she has to pee every 20 minutes. It's hard work being a dog, you guys. It's hard work. So I'm just out here doing some chores this morning. I left my hat in the car. So I've got to string two thoughts together. From fireworks last night, which was amazing. Oh, I love fireworks. We will put some footage of that in right now. So Randy got some really cool footage, and then I got some pictures using the pro mode on my camera. And I tweaked the exposure a little bit. The internet said to do it for 8 seconds, like for the shutter speed, and I moved it down from 8 to 4 after a little bit, and then I moved it down again from 4 to 2. And so I'll show those pictures now. Wow. Z, I love you, baby. Z. Z. No. So I have a helper helping me fill orders today. She's all tooth and snuggles, and it's hard being a puppy all day. It's okay though. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us today. I really enjoyed getting to share our week with y'all. I weighed in at 243. So I'm so close to being down officially 10 pounds because, well, since June 1st. Now, I didn't weigh in on June 1st like I should have. So the last time I had weighed in at like 253 something was like before that. But anyways, I'll see if I can put a screenshot in right here of my progress. Boop. So yeah, so that I'm excited. I'm really excited. I've been feeling really good, which is the biggest thing. Because again, my hubby loves me chubby, and I don't mind it. Like, I'm happy, but I'd like my health to be in prime order. Dog. And my arm's getting tired. But I want to thank the channel members because y'all make what we do possible. Every time I talk about soaker hoses or taking Millie to get her shots and stuff, y'all help make that possible. So thank you to everybody whose name is scrolling here on the screen. Y'all keep being you, keep doing what you're doing. And I think to join, if you guys are interested in joining the channel membership, which whenever we get the final draft of the Practical Prepper Pantry, y'all will be the first to get to proofread and contribute to that, as well as participate in our different polls and things. We'll set the coffee down and change hands. Ooh wee, oh my gosh. Whew, that isometrical. But well, I gotta pick the coffee back up now too, because, well, you know. So cheers, you guys. Thank you so much again for coming and hanging out. And we're almost done with the year of yoga, you guys. Holy crap. So start thinking about what you want us to do for our first batch of 30 days of 30. if it's going to be flute, guitar, or piano. I'm gonna apply myself. I've really been missing music in my life, or drumming. Which one would you like to hear more? Let me know down in the comments, and we'll see y'all next time. So until then, you guys, keep on keeping on. Mwah! Bye.